answer. Everybody got cans for the stop to tobacco. What you're putting in the food. After you proof, that don't mean it's true. We won't answer what's processed food. Meat ain't right, water ain't right. California say we dry in this drought and land. Stop being evil, God will heal that land. Are we really in need or is great the new need? I'ma tell you like somebody told me. Stay awake to the ways of the world. No cream, cause cash don't rule everything around me. Steve Harvey, distance, integrity. Stand with Kaepernick, take that knee. Stand with kid, I spirit on that beat. Recycle hate, generation.
What's up, Kennedy in the house? What's up, family? I appreciate your continued support.
Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What we feeding is you. Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What we teaching is you. Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What we feeding is you. Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What we teaching is you. Stop entertaining like you addressing the court. You can make it up for good and not play sports. Headphones on with the nonsense noise that when they speak it be nonsense noise. I.E. in LA with TJ Lofton. Teach like you for the rich coffin. Education, gentrification, automation, hydraulic that slave ship. True empowerment, I hope deferred of what's preferred. True spoken word. At your own pace, destroy the rat race. Slay the dragon, don't slay your face. Fantasies what they want. Reality is what they need. Music changing lives collaborate out the IE. So stop being blind and see right through. Connect with positive social groups. Find the cause that's important to you. Stop over sexualizing these youth. Lead from example, they watching you. Disappointed and tired of being lied to and not having the right to the neighborhood. Growing the parents don't know it. Yes, it shows. Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What we feeding these youth. Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What we teaching these youth. Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What we feeding these youth. Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What we teaching these youth.
Working on some technical difficulties. Y'all know I be trying to do something different from time to time. Messing with this YouTube. All right, we just gonna do it like that. I know I shared it to let's try this. We're gonna try this again here. We're gonna share this. I want to go to the Facebook page and then share it to the business page. No, from YouTube to the Facebook page.
Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What we feeding these youth. Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What we teaching these youth. Gone off that sugar and full of that juice.
They want to go back to YouTube.
What we feeding these youth. Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What we teaching these youth. The state of the union, the state of the youth. We're playing this easy. We get through first or water spreading trace dots those things. Lay under lay, refill that truth. Amplify youth voice, please don't shoot. We want answers. Everybody got cans for the stop to tobacco. What you're putting in the food. After you proof, that don't mean it's true. We want answers what's processed food. Meat ain't right, water ain't right. California say we dry in this drought and land. Stop being evil, God will heal that land. Are we really in need or is great the new need? I'ma tell you like somebody told me. Stay awake to the ways of the world. No cream, cause cash don't rule everything around me. Steve Harvey, distance, integrity. Stand with Kaepernick, take that knee. Stand with kid, I spirit on that beat. Recycle hate, generation of rage. Get our minds in the kitchen, break mental change. Stress is stress from your pills, you pop his vapor flavors in and out the coffee shop. All nicotine, lean and out of raw. Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What we feeding these youth. Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What we teaching these youth. Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What we feeding these youth. Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What we teaching these youth. Stop entertaining like you addressing the court. You can make it up for good and not play sports. Headphones on with the nonsense.
Make it up for good and not play sports.
I.E. in LA with TJ Lofton. Teach like you for the rich coffin. Education,
Everybody rename
automation, hydraulic, that slave ship. True empowerment, I hope deferred of what's preferred. True spoken word. At your own pace, destroy the rat race. Slay the dragon, don't slay your face. Fantasies what they want. Reality is what they need. Music changing lives, collaborate out the IE. So stop being blind and see right through. Connect with positive social groups. Find the cause that's important to you. Stop over sexualizing these youth. Lead from example, they watching you. Disappointed and tired of their lives or not having the right to make one broke because the parents don't know it. Yes, it shows. Gone off that sugar and pulling at you. What we feeding these youth. Gone off that sugar and pulling at you. What we teaching these youth. Gone off that sugar and pulling at you. What we feeding these youth. Gone off that sugar and pulling at you. What we teaching these youth.
King Eddie in the house. King Eddie, you spelled my last name wrong, good brother. I-N. My friend. What you got here, phone? All right, we finna, I'm gonna go live on this one. I know what I'm doing now. I just gotta approach it from a different standpoint. I'm gonna get this technology figured out, y'all. Y'all ain't gotta worry about me. I'm gonna figure it out. I just appreciate if y'all be a little patient with me. We're gonna talk about what's going on at Howard University, as well as other, as well as other universities around the country, family. See, things I talked about in my book, Monetizing Gentrification, I wrote all that stuff for a reason, y'all. Y'all gotta remember, I'm a car guy. I love real estate. I'm very well versed in real estate. That's why I made that real estate video first. That's why I made that real estate book first, wrote that real estate book first. Give me a second here, because I know a lot about real estate and I felt that that was more important to talk about that right now in my first book. Then I come with something else that y'all really know me for. What did I say? Howard University, let's talk about Howard. Versus gentrification. Who's gonna win? They need to quit playing and come on and call me and let's fix this problem. Obviously, they hadn't fixed it if it's gotten to this point to where it's become news public that Howard University is having problems with its new neighbors. I've been talking about this for a long time, family, that Howard's gonna have problems. I wrote it in my book. Not just Howard, other universities. Y'all hear what I just said? Other universities are gonna have the same problems as Howard. Give me a second, family. Let me run this one more again. I'm almost done.
Gone off that sugar and pulling that juice. What we feeding these youth. Gone off that sugar and pulling that juice. What we teaching these youth.
Oh, I know what I did. I did something wrong, but it's all good.
What we feeding these youth.
I know I
Gone off
was
that
having
sugar
some
and pulling that juice.
technical difficulties here.
What we teaching these youth.
I'm almost done. Give me a second. Listen to my young sister, Princess Tiana's Tiana twins. I call them.
We want answers, processed food. Meat ain't right, water ain't right. California say we trying this drought in the land. Stop being evil, God will heal their land. Are we really in need or is great the new need? I'ma tell you like somebody told me, stay awake to the ways of the world. No princess cash don't rule everything around me. Steve Harvey, disintegrity. Stand with Kaepernick.
Harvey, disintegrity.
Inside the hate generation of rage, get our minds education, break mental change. Stress is stress, green pills, you pop, kids, paper flavors, sending out the coffee shop, off nicotine, lean, and out of raw. Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What we teaching these. Gone off that sugar and full of that juice.
Is the money worth it?
What we teaching these youth. Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What we teaching these youth. Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What we teaching these youth. Stop entertaining like you adjusting in the court. You can make it up for good and not play sport. Headphones on with the nonsense. That when they speak, it's nonsense. I eat in LA with TJ Lofton.
TJ Lofton in the song.
Education, gentrification, automation, hydraulic, that slave ship. True empowerment, I hope deferred of what's preferred. True spoke word.
Y'all share this video for me. We about to chop it up. Go in on the topic that people want. Some people want to hear it, other people don't want to hear it. Some people like to keep their business, and ride that ship right down to the ocean, bottom of the ocean floor. They want to sink with the ship and not tell nobody that the ship is sinking.
Parents don't know it. Yes, it shows. Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What we feeding these youth. Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What we teaching these youth. Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What we feeding these youth. Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What we teaching these youth.
Okay, where am I at? What's going on, family? I'm over here pushing some buttons for real. All right, so I'm on that page. Y'all know I'm messing with this technology, so y'all give me a second. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. All right, we're gonna do this real quick. Y'all, we got some things going on around the country, and a lot of people, some people just don't want to talk about it. They just think it's gonna go away, and it's quite embarrassing to some folks. Unfortunately, they feel that way. But sometimes you got to communicate about embarrassing things, because it's a lot of embarrassed homeless people sitting on Skid Row, if you hear what I'm saying, that they didn't want to tell nobody what was going on, because if they did, they felt like you're going to laugh at them. So they're not going to say anything. So they're going to ride the sinking ship down to the bottom of the ocean floor. Also, you won't be able to say, I told you so, or wow, I can't believe that you let this ship sink like that. I can't believe that you failed. So some people don't want to hear that I told you so, or some people don't want no one saying nothing, because they've been running around here acting like they smarter than everyone else. They've been acting like they more successful than everyone else. So therefore, now that the ship is sinking, now they're starting to look real bad, but they're going to keep it to themselves. And that's what they've been trying to do up until this point. But see, I was the first person that exposed it on the national level, that these HBCUs is having problems, y'all, and they ain't talking about it. They don't want to talk about it. But now that it's in the news and it's embarrassing, now they sitting there like, wow, they don't know what to do, because it's more embarrassing. So they feel like we are embarrassed. We don't want to talk about it. We can't share it. We can't open it up to the community so that a brother like TJ can come in here and teach us and help us and tell us what to do to help us get through this situation. Because right about now, it's about strategies. They're about to lose another HBCU. They laying the pipe work in the foundation to get rid of all these HBCUs, family. I talked about that in my book, Monetizing Gentrification. If you hadn't got it, you need to get it. Because what's going on, family, this shit is going to be here for a long time. And then in the future, everybody going to be sitting around like, wow, I never thought they would actually be able to do that. And then you're going to have people saying, why they never said nothing? Why didn't anybody open their mouth and tell we coulda, we coulda. But you know what the problem is? People ain't trying to communicate. You know, they want things to be fixed internally. But how you going to have someone fix something that you trained? If you train them and you don't know how to fix it, what make you think they gonna know how to fix it? Y'all hear what I just said? If you train some young people and taught them how to go get a job, you got a whole bunch of job employee people that's out here working, and now you have a problem that's coming from some business owners, some investors, some diehard strategists, and they are strategizing on how to get you out of there, and you don't know how to do it because you don't teach strategies. You teach employment, how to go get a good job. So you don't know how to fix the problem. And most important, even worse, you're not going to say nothing because you're embarrassed. Because you running around, you have your people running around like y'all the smartest things and y'all the best of the best of the best. And now you got a big problem and you don't know how to fix it. And you scared to reach out because people who's been in your community watching y'all been making them think y'all the smartest of the smartest. But see, I hear where they coming from. And that's why I understand that you don't do that. I don't act like I'm so smart. I don't act like I'm the best of the best. I'm one of the smartest cats in the game, but I'm not going to say that. I'm not finna be out here bragging and boasting. I'm smarter than all them college students. Ain't none of them college students is smarter than me. I'm smarter than them. I'm not finna say no shit like that. Excuse my language, y'all, because I don't want nobody to come in there and make me look stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's always someone smarter. There's always someone smarter. There's always someone faster. There's always someone bigger. There's always someone better. So I will never put myself out there and make myself look stupid like that. So I'm not going to be running around the country telling people that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you say, damn, TJ is brilliant, he's a rocket scientist, you know what I'm saying, or whatever it is, that brother really sharp, you need to get him in there, and y'all say something like that, I'm not going to say nothing. I may even say, hey, don't, you know what I'm saying, don't put me out there like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't need people looking at me crazy and being mad at me. You understand what I'm saying? Because y'all telling them that this university is not smart enough to solve this problem. Unfortunately, some people have to solve their own problems, have to figure it out themselves. But in this case, we have a lot of parents who are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars for education because they was told that they're going to get the best of the best. But we really have to break down this education situation. Hold on one second. Wow, this works for me. All right, let me tilt that a little bit. High power, what's going on, fam? King Ed in the house. Tahita, how you doing? Latia, Charlotte, Cheryl, Elaine, Kathy, Karima, Johnny, Stephanie, how y'all doing? I appreciate y'all tuning in and watching me. Who we got over here on YouTube? My YouTube people, where you at? I don't see your name, so shout out. Tell us who you are, where you at. I appreciate y'all. If y'all actually share this video and click subscribe, that'll be wonderful. I appreciate y'all. Jeanette, how you doing, family? Y'all know it's like Brother Chico in the house. What's going on, family? You know, I look at people who've been setting themselves up for failure for a long time. And this, keep in mind, we're not here to talk about people bad. We're not here to put people down. We're just here to fix the problem. Y'all hear what I just said? And sometimes to fix the problem, you got to get your ass spanked sometimes. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to teach a lesson so that no one else will make these mistakes or make these problems. Y'all hear what I'm saying? We need our people to learn how to move forward. So I've been seeing these HBCUs running around the country for years. Since I came into this speaking game, I've been seeing these HBCU students running around the country telling the world that they the smartest of the smartest and the best of the best. Y'all need to come to our school. But now they having a problem and they don't know how to fix it, and they're embarrassed about it, you know? Again, we're not here to blast them. I'm not here to talk bad about your alma mater, but some people don't want you talking about their alma mater, period. So here's the problem. That's how they divide us. That's how we get divided in this world. You know what I'm saying? Because you have a problem and you want to try to fix it yourself because you don't want your alma mater to be embarrassed. You don't want to be embarrassed. You don't want your church to be embarrassed. You don't want to be embarrassed because you feel like if they find out that we're not perfect, there's going to be a problem. They're going to laugh at us. And they may not want to put their students in this class or in this school anymore or in this university. They may look at us and not want us to come in here. Y'all know it's a lot of money behind telling the world you the best of the best and you the smartest. Because people say, I want my child to go to the best of the best and I want my child to be the smartest. So if you got a group of people running around telling people that purely for financial gain, even though they know they're not the smartest, they know they're not the best, they know they're not the sharpest, but they telling everybody that so that their parents all around the world can say, or all around America can say, I want my children to go to that HBCU right there. It's purely monetary, family. So we're going to get on with it. We're going to get with it. What's going on right now, family? We have Howard University is going through some problems with this new neighbors. Y'all hear what I just said? With their new neighbors. These white neighbors, these Asian neighbors. They're having problems with them, family. They just moved in yesterday and they're giving the owners of the school that's been there over 150 years a problem. They're like, so what? We just moved here yesterday. We don't care about y'all. Y'all need to move. What are they doing? They're walking their dogs through this campus, through Howard University, and the dogs are pooping all over the place and the white folks ain't picking it up. I know y'all looking at me like, that's stupid. That don't make no sense, y'all. But see, I want to twist this whole conversation on y'all. That's a little bitty strategy, a form of gentrification, family. I know y'all looking at me like, here we go again. But you're absolutely right. Here we go. Because this is a word that y'all gonna keep hearing from me because I want y'all to hear it, understand what we're talking about. I wrote this book, Monetizing Gentrification, because I went around America. I went around America, and when I was traveling around America, I saw some things that people needed to know. And I saw some things that people needed to see, and nobody was really talking about it. I never heard no problems like this until I personally start traveling the country. Who we got here? Miss Jeanette, you had it. I think it's a legacy of teaching our own. There is no conflict. We need our HBCUs and our community-based info. Well, we need people that's going to properly educate our youth. Yes, we need doctors. Yes, we need attorneys. Yes, we need scientists. Yes, we need all of these people that are going to help our children learn the right information. So again, when I started traveling around America and they started having me speak on these panel discussions and come around and travel the country to talk on these, do public speaking and things like that, I started realizing real quick, these cats are setting themselves up for failure. So if you go back into 2000, I think it was 16 when what was it, 17, 18? They didn't have it in 18. Yeah. In 2016, I first went to Atlanta and they had me go to the Black Power Wars. So I go out to Atlanta and I'm riding around. I get off the plane and we riding around in the rental car. I'd never been in Atlanta before 2018. I never left the airport. I would go through it on the layover and I would turn around, transfer planes, and boom, I'm out. But I never left the airport in Atlanta until 2016 when I got invited to the Black Power Wars. My good brother, shout out to the Black Power Wars. I had a great time there. When I left that airport, family, I noticed something I had never seen before. I seen the mega sports dome, the Mercedes-Benz sports dome going up, family. And I looked at that. Y'all got to remember, let me give you a little bit of background about me. Ex-realtor, owned a real estate office. Ex-mortgage broker, owned a mortgage company. Ex-land developer, built houses from the ground up. Investor, extreme investor, y'all. Real guru shit going on up in this head right here. The shit I've done, they've written laws and changed laws behind it. Like, no, we don't want nobody else doing that shit. Let's change some laws. So no other people can't do that kind of stuff. Y'all hear what I just said? That's what an audit is. An audit is when they audit you, they want to know how the hell did you do this? So that we want to know line by line, how did you do that? So we can go in there, unwind that shit and pass laws so no one else can do it. Y'all hear what I said? So like I said, I've done some shit, they pass laws so no other people can do it in real estate. So meaning I know a lot of stuff about real estate and I can identify things. So I'd already started my tour purely based on the fact that when housing hit $350,000 for a median home price in California, I knew that was going to be a problem for the everyday average person who got a college degree around the country, because $350,000 is a whole lot of money, family. These houses in California used to be $100,000. 120,000. Houses in Atlanta was $2,500 or something. Houses in this and what was it? Baltimore. Houses in Detroit. These houses was less than $5,000 for quite a while, family. So when California hit 350, I decided that I need to travel the country and start investigating this stuff. Y'all know I was a real diehard California brother. I never left California. I was cool. You know what I'm saying? I'll drag the boat out to Lake Havasu. I'll go to Las Vegas. But I ain't had no reason. I wasn't going to the East Coast because I don't like the weather. Fast forward the story, family. When I got on the plane, they invited me to the Black Power Awards. I came out there for that. I got out there. I saw that sports dome going up. I knew that was money. In my mind immediately after seeing that Mercedes-Benz sports dome going up, my mind immediately said, you need to buy something across the street from that dome, dude. You running late to get to the Black Power Awards. Take a little time and go bend some corners around that big ass dome. I said, what is that big ass dome over there? Take me over there. I want to go see that thing over there. What is that? They said that's gonna be a football stadium or something. I said, you bullshit. They said, yeah, that's gonna be the Mercedes-Benz. I said, Mercedes-Benz? I'm like, do y'all even understand what's going on? Oh, that's the hood. You sure you want to go over there? That neighborhood ain't so great over there. I said, man, take me over there. I want, that's really exciting me now. That's the hood. That means housing prices are cheap. Y'all hear what I just said? That means housing prices are cheap. Let's go. Take me over there to the hood. I need to go over there. What hood is it exactly? Let me make some phone calls, call the homies. Do y'all know anybody? Who we got in Atlanta over here by this, what is it again? The Mercedes-Benz dome? Yeah, who we got? Oh, they said this is this neighborhood. I'm like, I'll get over there. I'm gonna know somebody that knows somebody that live in that neighborhood that's gonna ride me around and give me a pass. Fast forward the story, we get over there. Then he said, yeah, Morehouse cats want to debate you since they know you in town. I'm like, oh, really? Okay, well, we was going to Morehouse College. That's where we was going. We go to Morehouse. We riding around. I'm running late because I'm too busy looking at the Mercedes-Benz dome. I'm too busy looking at all the junk houses all around Morehouse College and the Mercedes-Benz dome, which is the hood. So you know me, y'all. I'm stopping and I'm picking up the phone. I'm calling the realtor because I'm looking at sign. What does this house right here cost? 50 racks? And it's out here boarded up? Oh, yeah, it used to be 25,000 less than 3 months ago, 6. Did y'all buy any of these? No, the white folks is the Jews, the Asians, and the Chinese, and the Indians is coming over here buying all this stuff. Why y'all ain't buying these houses? That's the hood. We don't want nothing to do with it. I asked about 10, 15 people. They ain't want nothing to do with that. Boom, we turn around, get back in the car, go over there. Y'all, you can go back and look at one of my old Facebook videos, and I'm riding around Atlanta, Georgia live. I don't know if it's a Facebook video, but I got the video because I was really mad about it. I was pissed off, and as they was recording me, I was really pissed off because we was working on a documentary as well. I was really pissed off because I knew what it means. Brand new Mercedes-Benz dome, brand new Founders Dome. Tyler Perry Studios moved out there to Atlanta and opened up all within 15 miles of each other. Family, I know what that shit means. That shit is gentrification. The people who live there will not be able to afford that shit. That's what it told me. Excuse my language. I'm getting a little emotional because I'm mad about it, because y'all was sitting there watching this happen and didn't know what y'all was looking at. But y'all say y'all the smartest people in the world. Y'all the smartest black people, come from this school. let me shut up and move forward. Go into Morehouse College. Certain group of people want to debate me. I get on the campus, get there, and I say, hold on, y'all. They like, we about to chop this brother into little pieces because he always talking about college and blah, 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 blah. Next thing you know, I say, before we get started, let me ask y'all a question. I say, y'all see that Mercedes-Benz dome out there? They say, yeah, that's $2 billion. I said, oh, y'all aware of that then? Yeah. I said, y'all see that? I said, what's up with all the vacant houses all across surrounding your whole school? Oh man, well, you know, I said, y'all ain't buying them houses up. Y'all, this y'all school, this is y'all alma mater. This is where y'all boast and brag about. And it looked like a fucking crack house neighborhood across the street surrounding your school. Why is the school falling down? The school looked like it's in desperate need of repairs. And they just, before the conversation, I said, y'all know what's gonna happen when all these white folks come over here and y'all say they buying the houses up, right? They say, yeah. I say, y'all know what's gonna happen when too many white folks get all these houses, right? And they put their head down. The conversation was over before it got started. Y'all know why? Because they thought I was finna come in there and talk about statistics and bullshit and things that didn't even matter. I said, your school being here for the next 100 years is very important. Don't you think so? They say, yes. A strategic part of making sure that your school stays here, you have to own the real estate around the school. You have to maintain the black numbers around this school because the black people who own the school puts money into the school. The black people, the black homeowners who live across the street from the school pays the taxes and their money goes to that black school. Y'all hear what I just said? They make sure that everything is driven around this school, y'all. And I'm breaking that shit down and they just put their head down and we didn't debate that day. They didn't even want to debate me. They was out there taking notes, asking questions. And it was like they telling me about the major corporations buying the houses up around the school. And I'm like, y'all ain't trying to fix the problem. Y'all ain't buying these houses. Y'all ain't turning around, tearing these houses down, putting up fourplex, renting them back to the schools. And they like, no. I'm just like, you kind of know, it's like you said 4 years ago, you say you had cancer, right? And then all of a sudden you say, oh, I'm gonna go look into it. Then you say, oh, I forgot. Oh, I didn't even trip. I prayed about it. I hope it went away, right? Now all of a sudden, 4 years later, now you got full-blown stage 4 cancer, you about to die, and now you want help. Now you want help. That's what's going on with these HBCUs. So when I seen that happen, I said in 2016, I said, you know what? There's some funky stuff going on around the country. And when I was in Atlanta, I saw some shit that blew my mind. And I knew that it was more to it, right? I knew that if this is going on in Atlanta, houses in California is at 350,000, 400,000. Something is wrong, y'all. Something going on around the country. So that immediately I went back home to California. And also I found something. I found I asked the college students, I said, why is that 3 or 4 story building boarded up at the corner? How many students y'all think? Here goes some statistics for your ass. How many students y'all think walk by that building every day? There was like at least 5,000, 6,000 people, something like that. I said, y'all don't think none of them want to plug a laptop up and have a sip of coffee or some tea on the way to school or after school and have some meetings and talk about homework or do homework? They were like, yeah. I said, y'all, nobody thought maybe we should buy that big 3-story building. Y'all just told me it's been boarded up for 4, 5 years. Your school don't want to buy it? Well, you know, I was like, y'all don't want to debate me. Y'all don't want to debate me because I'm just asking questions, everyday common sense questions, and y'all sitting here with your head in your lap like y'all wasn't taught real estate. How could you not be taught the most critical, the most important thing that got to do with living? You gotta have somewhere to lay your head. So how is it possible that your school don't teach you about real estate? Your school's not teaching you about strategies? Not trying to talk about nobody, family. I want y'all to take this video and share it. Like my page, subscribe. But I want y'all to share this video because it's important that other people notice. I'm not here to talk bad about us, about our young people. I'm here to say, you got a problem. We need to fix it now, because if you don't, it's going to be a real wipeout problem. So I turned around. I was going back remember I said I was going out there for the Black Power Wars, but I went to Morehouse, posted debate at the young people. Then, and I'm not even a debater. Then I turned around. I went and looked at some commercial real estate, and it blew my mind. I'm like, how much is this building? All these buildings is boarded up in Atlanta. Why is there so many boarded up commercial buildings? Oh, well, everybody I talk to talking about buying houses. Come look at my big ass house. Come look at this house. Come look at my house. My house is 6,500. My house is 7,000 square feet. My house is 8,000 square feet. My house sit on 2 acres. TJ, you need to move to Atlanta. I'm riding around. I couldn't even get to the houses. I was so busy looking at the commercial real estate. I wonder how you got boarded up shopping centers and y'all bragging about the houses. You can't have a boarded up shopping center next to a neighborhood and think the neighborhood is going to be a good neighborhood. You start moving the businesses out of this neighborhood, next thing you know, the values start dropping. Y'all, all these college graduates are not buying the real estate around the school and starting businesses. That's the problem. That is a problem. So I called to find out how much of these buildings, and I'm seeing 30,000 square foot buildings, 150,000. I'm seeing 5,000 square foot buildings, 100,000. I was seeing shit that blew my freaking mind, y'all. I was like, these buildings in LA will be worth 3-4 million. Y'all hear what I just said? These same exact buildings in LA be worth 3 or 4 million. So fast forward the story, I see some things. I'm like, man, I seen some stuff that blew my mind. And I knew that with all the people that I personally know that said, TJ, California is getting too high. Housing prices over 300,000. They at 350. I can't afford to live in California no more. I'm going to move back to Atlanta. I didn't have one person tell me that. I had about 20 different people that said that. So mentally, I knew there's a large number of people moving back to Atlanta. I didn't need to go pull no data. I didn't need statistics. I did not need for the newspaper to come out and hit me with some statistics. I didn't need to turn on Channel 7 and there be, the statistics shows that 70% of California people are moving to Atlanta, and Atlanta real estate prices is going up. I had over 20 people that I personally know say, TJ, I can't afford to live in California no more, so we moving to Georgia. So that told me, take your ass to Georgia and bring a little money, because you may find some deals, because with that many people moving to Georgia, you gonna make a quick turnover on some money. So when they said the Black Power Wars is coming up, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go check out that Black Power War thing and see what that's all about. And I'm gonna go look at some real estate too. Everybody been talking about they moving out there, and then the people talking about they moving out there always want to tell me, come look at this big ass house they bought. So I'm gonna go out there and check this out, right? I get back home, family. I have intentions on working on my documentary and my book for my cars. Y'all know I'm a celebrity car builder, retired. I build lowriders that made it in rap videos. I build lowriders that's in commercials on TV, built lowriders that's in movies, all that kind of shit. I'm the pioneer of lowriding, so I want to tell my story to the world, right? So I'm supposed to break budget and start that documentary, right? Work on that book, all that kind of stuff. I go home, y'all, after one trip to Atlanta, Georgia, and another trip to Baltimore, Maryland, to see my partner got a house out there on the lake. He takes me straight to the lake out there in not Baltimore, but in Maryland's Severna Park. I ain't trying to put him out there. High-end neighborhood, yacht behind the house, 4 stories tall with a yacht behind his pad. Y'all see me on Facebook driving the yacht, all that stuff, whatever. After riding around out there and seeing that, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna get to the school in a minute. Anyway, let me fast forward. After riding around in Severna, Maryland, we went out to Baltimore, right? My partner told me, said, TJ, we're going to take a dilapidated warehouse in the hood and we're going to convert it to some luxury lofts. If y'all don't know, a loft is kind of like an apartment, oversized apartment. So I flew out there to go see that, put some money in on that, and go hang out with my homeboy and ride around on the yacht, right? Y'all don't believe me? Go to my Facebook and just scroll back 2 years on my page. Y'all see me out there on the yacht hanging out on the lake, you know what I'm saying? Sitting in my homeboy's mansion, 4-story house with looking out his back porch at his yacht and his jet skis and all of that. You know, so matter of fact, I was just out there 4th of July last year. Pull it up on my Facebook page. You'll see I went live. I ain't trying to boast and brag. I'm just trying to tell y'all the real deal, what I be doing when I'm out there. So I go out there, family. We go to Baltimore, Maryland. He said, okay, let's go look at the property that we about to buy, and we're going to convert it to some luxury lofts. It's the dilapidated buildings in Baltimore. I'm like, okay, I ain't never been to Baltimore. I go to Baltimore. It's a black neighborhood. It's the hood, y'all. I'm like, I'm from the hood. I'm from Compton, and I ain't gonna lie, I was a little uncomfortable. Y'all hear what I just said? I was a little uncomfortable. I was like, man, let's go check it out, and then we get on up out of here. But I did see some signs in the windows talking about for sale, for rent. I picked up my phone. That's what I do. I be out here real estate, y'all. I picked up the phone, called a number in the window. I said, what do you want for this unit right here that's for rent? How big is it? How much are you asking? How long it been on the market? It's 1,000 square feet. I want $800 a month. It's been on the market for at least 7 months. It's been vacant for a while. My buddy said he lying. It's been vacant longer than that. I said, oh, okay. 2 years later, came back through there. I told his brother, I said, he told me, he said, let's go check on the place. I want you to see what it looked like. We go back through there, y'all, and I'm like, when are we gonna get there? Because you got all these white folks sitting on the sidewalk having lattes. I want to hurry up and go see this place in the hood. He said, we are here. We are. He said, there go the street sign right there. That's the address I've been sending you the paperwork on. And I looked and my jaw hit the ground. It went from homeless bums sleeping on the sidewalk, white folks. No, not a white folk in sight. Homeless black bums sleeping on the sidewalk, sitting in front of the businesses that are all boarded up and closed, to now no bums in sight. Everything's brand new buildings, new glass, new everything, new signs, for rent signs everywhere, for lease now, not rent, but lease. And then it converted this neighborhood in 2 years. So I picked up the phone again. How much are you asking for this facility right here to rent this? It's 1,000 square feet. Just got on the market. We want $4,500 a month for it. From $800 to $4,500 a month, y'all. Just like that. Fast forward the story, getting back to my point. I came back to California, then I turned around. I decided maybe I'm gonna put a hold on the lowrider stuff. I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna go make a documentary about this real estate, y'all. So that's when I decided I go back to Atlanta, Georgia, and I say, oh, I want to buy that building that's in Georgia, right? I get back to Georgia, family. That building that I was gonna buy was I don't remember, but all I know is, homie, when I came back to Atlanta to buy that commercial building during the Black Power Wars, I dropped the ball. I'm not even gonna lie, I dropped the ball. I thought I was gonna go back to Georgia, 2 months after I got back and grabbed that building, and I dropped the ball. Came back a year later, that building was $100,000 extra, and I was like, wow, that building skyrocketed in 1 year's time. So anyway, fast forward the story, family. That's when I decided to hit them 15 states. I had intentions of hitting 25 states in 2018. I had intentions of hitting 25 states, black states, in 2018. I only was able to do 15 because every time I go to a state, they kept asking me to come back and can I come speak at this discussion? Can I come do this panel? Can I come give a presentation? Can I come talk to this school? Can I come sit down with these politicians? Can I come? Because people don't know what to do with gentrification, which is why I wrote the book, family, because too many people don't know what to do. So anyway, getting back to these universities, I realized I did my independent research, family. I traveled the country. I did my independent research. I hit so many universities up, and Howard University was one of the worst ones that I went to. I saw boarded up buildings in front of Howard University, and I told my people, that is gentrification. They're about to take that school. I guarantee you it. I peeped that shit out. I recognized what was going on, so I started asking questions. all my real estate investor questions, meaning how do I identify a good investment? How do I identify a property that's in duress, meaning they're about to lose it? They're about, just like when you're driving down the street, y'all, and you see a house with dead grass and the grass is really tall, and you see the brick walls falling down, the windows are broken out, okay, these people is having financial problems. They may be about to lose this house. Look at all that trash in the driveway. It looked like they ain't took their trash out in 3 months, 6 months, because they got trash bags surrounding the trash cans like they ain't put the trash out. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, fast forward, y'all. I'm gonna try to get back and read some of these questions. Y'all know I'm just telling my stories. I talk a lot. Y'all gotta forgive me, but I'm gonna try to keep it down to an hour on this one. I'm gonna try, y'all. I'm already at 45 minutes. That might not work. But anyway, get back to Howard. I looked at Howard University, y'all. It was so bad. I would stood in front of the sign and I took a picture and I said, I want people to know that I was already here, and I called this shit out. Excuse my language. I took a picture of Howard University, me standing in front of the sign, leaning on the sign, and I put it in my book and said, this school is in the process of being gentrified. They're going to get rid of these black people, y'all. Watch. Now, all of a sudden, people are blowing me up, sending me inboxes saying, TJ, you was right. You was right. You put it in your book. How did you know? How did you know? But the smartest people at Howard didn't know. Simple. They don't know real estate. Why do you think the white folks don't want us learning real estate? You may have a real estate class to become a real estate agent, but a real estate agent do not know how to strategize and how to spot a good investment, do not know how to systematically run somebody up out of a property, how to go about getting a person out of this property that I want to buy your property, you're not willing to sell it. Let me put some pieces in play so that I can get you out of there so that I can buy this property and add it to this bigger property that I own. And I'm about to do these major things. So I need to get these people out of this neighborhood. And I talked about that earlier. Like, what are these steps that they're doing? They're going to offer to buy the school first. They're going to offer to buy the house first, or whatever it is. You're going to say, no, I'm not interested in selling. They're going to offer more money. You're going to say, hell no, I'm not interested in selling. Then they're going to turn around and go to their good old politicians and say, hey, Mr. Politician, or we want you to do this. And if they say no, they're going to turn around and go find somebody like a nice pastor at a church or something, an ex-police officer that everybody loves. And we're gonna put our financial backing behind you, and we want you to turn around and run for mayor. We want you to run for mayor. And you're like, oh, hell yeah, I would love to be mayor. Y'all gonna bag me financially? And I'm like, well, that can run $10 million. They like, whatever it costs, it don't matter. 100 million, we're gonna back you because we need you to get in office, because we need a black face so that we can turn around and pass all these laws and get these black schools and these black homeowners up out of this neighborhood. But we don't want the black folks to know it was us. So we're gonna put your black ass in there because we know you a sucker and you will sell out your community for money any day of the week. Is this starting to sound familiar, y'all? Y'all noticing we got black politicians popping up in office all over the country? Hell, we even had a black president. And y'all see what happened with that. I know y'all get offended when I say that, but I'll leave that right there and move forward. See, sometime to hear the truth, you're going to hear something that you don't like, and it's going to offend you, but I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Y'all got to pay attention to what's going on. You got to pay attention to what's going on, y'all. That's why I put it in the title. Pay attention to what's going on. But some people can pay attention and don't even know what they're looking at, family. And that's why I teach people these things. So anyway, fast forward the story. Morehouse College, not Morehouse. Actually Morehouse too. All these black colleges are having problems, family. It ain't about giving them more money, family. It's about they're being systematically gentrified and pushed out the neighborhoods. So you will not be able to say these neighborhoods simply based on the fact that white folks and other races have bought up all the houses around these schools, family. Y'all hear what I just said? You should have never let all these white folks buy up all these houses, because the person who owns put it like this, the person who owns the most houses on the block is always has the biggest voice, family. Y'all hear what I just said? The person who owns the most real estate in that area has a say-so. I don't care if you got 1,000 renters in this neighborhood and they go to a city hall meeting and say, hey, we don't want that to be there. 1,000 renters come in there and they crying to the city hall saying, we don't want that. You got one investor that owns 500 houses. Y'all hear what I just said? Oh, let me rewind that back. You got one investor that owns 100 houses. That one investor that owns 100 houses has more weight than those 1,000 renters. Y'all hear what I just said? That one investor that owns 100, I'm sorry, damn, I forgot my thought. That owns 100 houses, that one investor that owns 100 houses or the one big commercial building on the corner has more power, has more say-so about this neighborhood than the 1,000 renters that live in that neighborhood for 25 years. Y'all hear what I just said? Because those people that's renting have no ownership stake. They're not stakeholders. They don't own nothing, so they have no say. But that investor that owns those 100 houses, to be honest with you, if he owns 5 houses, he has more power than the 1,000 renters have. Y'all hear what I just said? So what is happening now? Howard University is in a fastly changing neighborhood of white people now. It used to be all black people in that neighborhood surrounding Howard University. It used to be called Chocolate City. Y'all hear what I just said? Howard University, DC, used to be called Chocolate City. Well, it is no longer Chocolate City. So all those new stakeholders, not renters, those new white people that moved in, they own the real estate, and they're saying, we have more say than all those people at that school. So since we own these houses in this neighborhood, we want white children in our school. We want white children to go across the street to that school that's in our neighborhood. Why is there black people in that school? Why can't there be white people? I need to put my son's ready to go to college. I would love for my son to walk across the street and go to that college across the street. So they said, oh, well, that's a historically black college and blah, 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 blah. They're like, well, me and all my stakeholder friends, we own all the houses around the school. No, they hit you with your data, your statistics, and say, we own, 30% of the houses around the school, and we want our children to go to that HBCU. It's not fair. Why does it have to be black? That's not fair. Why is this street named Marcus Garvey? Why is this street named Malcolm X? Why is this park named Rosa Parks? Why is that hospital named Harriet Tubman? That makes no sense. We're white people. We don't need those names. We want to put good names, some hillbilly names up. We want to put some slave owner names up on these blocks. We live here now. We want our famous. We want our heroes to be on these streets. We want to name this street, this school after Christopher Columbus. Why I gotta be Howard University? Can't we name it Christopher Columbus University? That's our hero. We own over 35% of the houses around Howard University, around Morehouse University, around Southern University. Y'all don't get me started. Around Alabama. Walking distance to a university. Exactly. We own. What's up, Lisa? What's up, Tracy? How y'all doing? I appreciate y'all who tuned in. I appreciate y'all. African, how you doing? Y'all got to get the understanding of the real estate, family. So I said in my book, I said in my book a long time ago, Monetizing Gentrification has been out for 6 or 7 months almost. Came out September of 18, y'all. Immediately became a good seller. People buying it all over the country because they say, he's the only one really talking about that. People are asking me, what does gentrification mean, TJ? What are you talking about? I'm seeing people change lanes. People was telling me, we don't even want to talk about gentrification. I don't like people who talk about that. That means you poor. That means you ain't got no money. That's why you talking about gentrification. Nah, they ain't got nothing to do with that. Yes, people who cry about gentrification normally are non-homeowners, but people who are smart and educated, know real estate like me, said, no, this is a systematic move to get rid of black home ownership. They're going to wipe out the black community all over America. So I'm going to make a documentary and a movie and a book about it, family. That's when my book came out. I made the book first. Why is that, family? Because y'all as a whole don't know what gentrification is and don't recognize it when you see it. There are certain things that people do to put in play to get people out of the neighborhoods, to get black people out of the neighborhoods. So what is one of those things that they're doing right now that just made the news a year after I took the first picture of me leaning against the sign at Howard University in DC? What is going on, family? What happened a year ago? Now they're turning around, they got dogs. They made an excuse. They said, oh, the dogs is pissing and shitting all over the campus, family. I sat in front of I sat in a cafe in front of Howard University for about 2 or 3 hours one day talking about Howard University. And I told my people, I said, this look like this is gentrification. They about to get these black folks up out of here. And oh my gosh, the business owner just unloaded on me and just started, man, I could see that coming. You the first person said that. Man, they got more white faculty than they ever had before. They said, I've been here for decades and I ain't never seen so many white teachers in there in my life. They said they got white students enrolling in there in large numbers. He said, yeah, I can see that happening. That makes a lot of sense what you're saying. And now you got the white homeowners buying up all the real estate in this area. I said, I give them their days' number. So fast forward the story. What are they doing? They're systematically undermining the whole school. What's going on at Howard? The guy who's over the real estate, they done fired them people 2 or 3 times. They got, not 2 or 3 times. They done been replaced. Y'all hear what I just said? Every university, let me give y'all a little school education on real estate. If a person, an alumni, went to Howard University and they decided that when they pass away, they're going to leave this house to Howard University. They decide, you know what, I'm going to leave all my real estate to Howard because I don't have any children and I was a judge and I bought 4 or 5 houses in the white neighborhoods, not by Howard, but in the white neighborhoods because I'm too good to live where my own people live. Okay, they decide they get old, they're about to pass away, so they leave all their real estate to Howard University. Big Kenzo, what's up, fam? I'm gonna need y'all to reset this because I'm gonna turn this up. It's about to cut off and start over because I done talked over an hour. Real magician, excuse me if I didn't say that right. High power, how y'all doing? I appreciate it. This is gonna turn off in 1 minute and 36 seconds, but I'm gonna hit replay, restart, and then y'all can tune right back in. So anyway, family, what was I saying? What I was saying is they've been undermining the people at Howard University. You'll hear things like the president was caught stealing or the real estate guy got caught stealing. So when a person leaves their real estate, their house to Howard, to a school, the school has a lot of real estate. See, we don't talk about this, family. As a real estate person, I know about these things. People leave their houses, their businesses to universities. So therefore, universities have to set up entities on the campus that manages all that real estate. They may rent out apartment buildings. Universities need more student housing, so universities have money put up to the side so that they can buy apartment buildings or buy houses across the street from the school so that they can expand. Y'all hear what I just said? So that they can expand. Y'all got 35 seconds. I'm gonna tune out. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go and hit it, but if y'all don't come back, please order a copy of this book on my website, thomastjlofton.com, family. And no, it's not on Amazon because I'm trying to keep it black. Thomas T.J. Lofton, Monetizing Gentrification. I break down some stuff that y'all need to see. So it's a lot of things that ain't happened yet that's in this book that it will be making the news, family, in a while. Some things is already happening, but it's under the radar and y'all don't know about it. ThomasTJLofton.com. I didn't cover it probably in this book. Y'all need to get this book and read it. All right, Instagram, I'm about to reset it. Anyway, I just wanted to say, y'all, where's my thoughts at? Let me read some of these emails. I'm gonna go back, y'all. Let me start from the top. See, people were saying stuff. Greetings, brother TJ. for the invite. I appreciate you, Tahita, Chico, Jeanette, Claudia, Mama Saku, Shannon. I think it's about the legacy of teaching our own. There's no conflict. We need our HBCUs in our community base. Okay, we talked about that. Yes, it's a microaggression. Okay, you know the beginning stages. Yes, I do know the beginning stages because it's unfortunate. I think everybody's supposed to know real estate, and if you know real estate, you can identify early stages of cancer. You can identify early stages of gentrification. Stephanie Tiller, what's going on? I'm about to be in Atlanta. You need to get me on your show. Alexis Wright, how you doing? Lowrider maker, that'd be me, Mr. Lowrider. Every young person needs to know about cars and need to know how to build them. Every young person should have a toolbox and know how to use it. Real talk. Call ancient accent strong. Facts. Yes, sir. 50 rats. Yep. The signs are clear. Yeah, the signs is clear, man. Why people ain't doing nothing about it? Zoes, how you doing, Queen? Wow. Hadrian, what's up, brother? Karen, how you doing? Tamara, how you doing? Congratulations. I think I saw a new grandbaby in the house. They've been saying this for over 30 years. How they saying it, but they ain't doing nothing about it? Gary P. Collins, Sandra, what's going on? Jacqueline Thomas, Ray Wilson, what's up, good brother? That's another business brother right there, serious about his business. Exclusive info, appreciate it. We are coming to Cleveland. I hope you will be on the team. Invite me out. You always call it, TJ. Appreciate it. Jasandra, how you doing? Princess, how you doing? Alberta, how you doing? If I pronounce your name wrong, y'all don't get mad at me. African, Lisa, what up, Lisa? Crystal Mitchell, walking distance to the university. Let the erasing begin. That's the master plan. Get rid of the black folks and bring the white folks in. Kevin, what's going on, brother? See, it annoys me that you're running around here telling us that you're the smartest of the smartest, but at the same time, you lose in your house. You lose in your school. What I mean by house, you're losing your school. You know what I'm saying? I had so many people come into my real estate office, come into my mortgage company back in the days, and was taking these bad loans, and they had these degrees, and I'm looking at them like, how you coming in here showing me this bad loan? Did you read this contract? Did you know did you know this got an adjustable rate mortgage on there? Do you know your mortgage is gonna jump up from $1,000 to $4,000 in 2 years? Well, I got a fixed rate. No, you don't got it. You got fixed for 2 years. That's what you got. And they're like, you didn't read your mortgage documents, and your name is doctor, professor, and all of this stuff. And it let me know that even the smartest person is not reading the fine print, y'all. That blew me out the water. So anyway, moving forward, we have a problem, family, with our people are constantly dumping a lot of money into these schools, and these schools is sinking. They're failing, family, because if you don't own the real estate around your school, you are going to lose your school, plain and simple. The person who owns the most real estate always wins the war. The person who is renting does not have no say-so, family. So all these HBCUs around the country are sinking and failing, and y'all steadily pumping money into a sinking boat. Y'all hear what I just said? I'm not trying to talk bad to y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all what's going on, but don't get it twisted. A brother like me, who was able to write the book before it actually happens. I got a picture of me in this book where I'm leaning against the sign in Howard University saying this is a problem. I'm telling y'all what's going on. Y'all want to fix it? Call me. I told them before it happened. So what are they doing? What's the strategic way that they're going about getting them young people out, getting the black people out of Howard University, out of Morehouse, out of Southern, all these black schools, these HBCUs around the country? What are they doing? Dog walkers. Didn't I just do a Facebook Live presentation talking about the dog walkers as the problem? These is really real estate investors, family. These are really undercover real estate investors walking around, checking things out, strategically, systematically doing things to undermine you, to get you out of there. So what is going on? In black communities, they have people, they will pay people, or they will put on a fake mask of making them a white person. I'm sorry, white people will put on a black mask, a latex mask of a black person, put on some black gloves with tattoos on it, look like black hands, and go drive through black neighborhoods and do drive-by shootings and shoot people. You turn around and be thinking that, oh, this is black on black crime. This is so unfortunate. Black people killing black people. Now y'all all on Facebook hating on each other, talking crazy about black people. I hate black people. I can't stand black people. And it's black people saying this. Black people, they just do stupid stuff. That's why I don't ever want to live over there. That's why I moved out the neighborhood. That's why I ain't over there. But the reality is it's really white people who going in there, going after those people who did not want to sell. So when people do get murdered, my question is, who are they homeowners? Where do they live at? Most of the people who are being shot own shit. Most of the people who are being shot, children are the heirs to the throne, family. You got parents who own a lot of real estate and they're 80 years old and they're about to leave this shit to their children, and the children may be smart and he's like, I'm not selling. So all of a sudden he gets shot down in the street by a random drive-by shooting. Was it really random or was that systematic? Because now his 80-year-old parents can't leave him the houses. So what they gonna do? They gonna sell the shit. So now what do they do to an HBCU? They can't go up in the HBCU shooting people now. They gonna increase rape. Oh, you got people getting raped on campus. Y'all hear that? Remember that? Oh, you got school officials stealing money. Y'all hear that? Where'd all the money go? He stole all his money. You got controversials and scandals. Y'all got to pay attention to this. Now you got them, President Obama comes in and first president to pull money back from an HBCU. No white president wanted to do no shit like that because they didn't want to be called a racist. So they turn around and let Obama do the shit. So y'all say, he talk about Obama. I'm getting off. I'm just calling it how I see it, y'all. I don't even go to college, but I'm just telling y'all what I've seen and I be reading and I be hearing, and people be sending me articles all the time like, TJ, did you see this? You was right. Look at this. We already know we have to do what we have to do. We just got to put our minds to it and do it. It's in our buying power. We are too worried about buying Easter dresses, Easter baskets, etc. Right. Absolutely. Y'all know I'm gonna get off of this problem. Anyway, real quick, I want to say walking a dog through a black school campus is only gentrification. Now that was an important call, but I told him I had to call him right back, y'all, because I wanted to finish what I had to say. That was one of them phone calls that you get like once a week, once a month. Tania, how you doing? Uh-oh, I hope I pronounced it right. Miss Luckett. Now, my sister set me down and said, TJ, this is how you say my name. I'm going to say Miss Luckett. If it's not Tania, I do not want to be wrong because my sister set me down and said, this is how you say my name, TJ. I was like, my bad, my apologies. Anyway, family, I appreciate seeing you on here, Queen. Sandra, how you doing? But family, what's going on is solutions. Oh, wait, rewinding back. Systematic problems. They want to get black folks out of black neighborhoods that lives in black houses. They do drive-by shoots. They turn around and pass laws, raise the taxes. How do you get rid of a university? They go in there and they start paying off the city, the officials to the schools. They pay off the politicians and have the politicians pass laws and make the politicians turn around and do things to unwind a university. You see what I'm saying? Oh, we don't approve of the university doing this, and we're not going to say anything about these things that are happening that's affecting the university because we've been paid off to let this happen. What another thing? You have white folks walking through the campus, letting their dogs take dumps everywhere and not picking them up. Come on over we're not going to the dog park. We're going to walk through the school and let our dogs poop everywhere, and we're not going to pick it up. In fact, we're going to give our dog some stuff, and he's going to get diarrhea, and we're going to run him over to the black HBCU and take him out there in the middle of the grass and throw the football, this frisbee around, have him chase the tennis ball so he can take poops everywhere, diarrhea all over the grass. So it's more than just picking it up. It's going to be, we got to do some major work to get all this poop out. I had a friend who told me the other day they were the only person on the block who had grass because all the white folks moved in and gentrified the neighborhood and decided they wanted desert landscaping, right? Dogs don't want to take a dump in desert landscaping. Dogs want to kick their feet through some grass and roll around in the grass and take a dump in the grass. Y'all hear what I just said? Take a leak in the grass. So they chose this particular house with the grass to make that the bathroom. every dog that walked through the block decided, oh, this is a good spot to take a leak right here. So what happened? That house had so much, that was the bathroom. So what happens with the bathroom? Y'all got all this piss in the grass. Next thing you know, you start smelling piss all in the house, in the apartment buildings, etc., right there, because that was the bathroom. So that's what's going on at Howard University. You got all those dogs taking dumps and shit and pissing all in the university's grass, y'all. So now the students can't go out there and lay on the grass and work on their homework, or lay on the grass and roll around the grass and talk about their strategic planning and things that they're planning on doing, what school they're going to transfer to, what kind of job they're going to get. Why can't they do that? Because the grass is stinks. It's too much drama, too much poop in that grass. They don't want to do it. That is a systematic form of gentrification, family. That is a systematic form of gentrification. So some people was looking at this laughing like, wow, the dogs is pooping. That's petty. I can't believe them. They tripping on them white folks coming through there wiping, pooping in their grass. Them dogs, they tripping on the white folks pooping in the grass. They ain't man, this is just a dog, y'all. Leave the little dog alone. It ain't that bad. Oh, it's a systematic problem, family. Please believe me. That is a form of gentrification on a petty level. But now that white boy, and the question is, who the hell is the white dude? Who is the white dude that he didn't make public record? He didn't hit the media and say, oh, a white man said, if y'all not happy with our dog pooping on your grass, y'all need to pack up your 150-year-old HBCU and move the hell out. What kind of white man got that much power to say that to where the news picked it up, family? You got to think about that shit. When do the news pick up stuff when somebody ain't got shot and murdered? When do the news pick up basic everyday stuff like BS drama between people? The news don't got time for that kind of stuff unless it's a strategy of gentrification. So when the news picked up that article, I was like, ooh, that was an announcement. We are going after Howard University and we're about to shut this mug down. We're about to take it over and get rid of all these people, because it wasn't Jay Leno said y'all can pack this shit up. I'll buy it and move y'all out. It wasn't one of these famous football players. It wasn't nobody famous and white that said this. This was a regular, everyday person that just says that something that got national coverage. Oh, they can move. Oh, that black people can move to school. That's a message right there, y'all. And the news is backing it. It's a problem, y'all. Y'all sleeping on this shit. Y'all better call me up and have me come out there and help y'all strategize what y'all gonna do. But I'm gonna give y'all some free ones. I'm gonna give you some free ones, Howard University. Put it like this, y'all. This ain't just happening at Howard. This happening all over the country. This happening in all black HBCUs, family, because the real estate around all the black HBCUs is being bought up by white folks. So what's going on? Let me give y'all some free strategies. You need to pass a law and say no dogs are allowed on Morehouse or on Howard University's campus. Period and point blank. If we see you walking the dog past this area or on this campus, we will turn around and fine you the first time. There's a $250 fine for the first time, a $500 fine for the second time, imprisonment for the third time. Y'all hear what I just said? $250 fine for the first time, $500 fine for the second time, imprisonment for the third time. You're going to jail and your dog is being sent off to the pound. If you turn around and you got 3 tickets, y'all hear what I just said? A ticket that you have to go to court for to pay this. School, let me tell y'all something. School police is the real deal. These these colleges, these universities are like cities. Y'all hear what I just said? An HBCU or any college is like a city. It's like they got their own government there, right? So these police that's riding around in these cars that works at these HBCUs, they are the law. They can arrest your ass. They can shoot your ass. You hear what I just said? So they can go and arrest these white people for trespassing and bringing a dog on the campus. Plain and simple. That was free, family. You want to stop gentrification? Slow stop it. Pass a law making it a fine punishable by imprisonment that you will arrest anybody who fails to honor this sign up here that says no dogs. All dogs need to be walked in the registered dog parks. Y'all hear what I just said? Plain point blank and serious. That's all it is to it, y'all. And that is a good way to help and stop that. But anyway, y'all, so I do teach trainings how to identify this stuff in advance, y'all. There's a way to prevent gentrification in advance, family. There's a way to spot gentrification in advance. Y'all see what I'm saying? I wrote the book about it, not because it's a good topic, not because I felt like, oh man, this is a really cool topic. I want to talk about gentrification and not give no solutions and just be a part of the problem. No, family, I wrote that book so that you can identify what gentrification looks like in advance. You can identify how investors think. You can identify how developers think and see strategies and tactics. I put all that kind of stuff in this book, family, and that's why I was able to point out Howard University before it actually hit the news, saying this is a problem. This is not going to be a black university. In fact, all the black universities around the country are no longer going to be black in the next 5 to 10 years, quote unquote. Somebody reached out to me and told me, TJ, I hear where you're going. 4 other black university HBCUs are no longer all black. They took the HBCU down. It's no longer HBCU. No, I don't have the name in front of me, but Google it, family. I ain't got to make this up. This is real stuff. So gentrification is real. So you're going to keep hearing problems and scandals and controversies at all these HBCUs. And the next thing you know, they are no longer going to be black. So solution. You want to call me up? Please have me come out. I would love to sit down and advise the schools on how they can fix this problem. I would love to sit down. So if you attend an HBCU, please reach out to me and make connections to get me to come out there so I can sit down and we can strategize about it. Or if you want to go in there and you have some pull and some say in your school, reach out to me, family, and we need to talk. I'm about to be on the East Coast very soon, so I got a lot of good time to run up there. So bring me on out there and let's talk about it, y'all. Go to my website and go to booking and fill out your information. Y'all got any questions or comments for me? Next, they're going to change the name of the schools too. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. They're going to be like, why is it called Morehouse College? Why we can't call it Christopher Columbus College? You know what I'm saying? I was in New York last year when I did my 15 states. And I said earlier, I did 15 states because I intended to do 25, but I only did 15 because they kept asking me to speak at events and bring that to the table, talk about this and talk about that, of what you just said, so that we can turn around and fix the problem. So what ended up happening, I only was able to do 15 because I ended up back and forth to the same places so many times. So what is going on now, family? It's a lot happening and we got to come together and fix it, family. The HBCUs cannot fix the problem. We have students that were not taught real estate investments and strategies, land development and real estate running the schools. We have people who was taught how to be an employee, taught how to run a school. Y'all hear what I just said? We have employees teaching people to be employees. You feel me? So that's why a person like me can go sit on a panel discussion and shut the whole room down. Everybody on the panel's name is Doctor, and TJ name is TJ from Compton. Y'all hear what I just said? No, nothing in front of my name other than the words BOSS. Y'all hear what I just said? The only thing in front of my name is BOSS, and I will go into a room and shut down the panel full of doctors on it, full of professors, full of engineers. Why is that? Because I was raised an entrepreneur. I think like an entrepreneur. I act like an entrepreneur. I even dress like an entrepreneur, family. Y'all hear what I said? So I ain't trying to be funny. I'm just trying to keep it real with y'all. It is a different knowledge set. It is a different skill set. I am built for strategizing. I am built for people who are trying to run you out of business, people who are trying to set you up to fail so that they can take your business, people who are thinking outside of the box on how they're going to get you out of this business so that they can take it from you. How can they force you to sell it to them? How can they make you start hemorrhaging money? How can they make you lose? How can they cut you off? That is a form of a boss. That is the only person who can fix that problem is a person who has been a boss, who has been a strategist, who has been a seasoned business owner for years. And that's why I can go in there and fix it, because I've been dealing with this all my life. That's how I was able to identify it before it happened. Before it hit the news, I was already out there standing in front of the Howard University sign, taking pictures. I was already in front of Morehouse College, cussing people out, talking crazy on camera. And they were like, come on, TJ, man, let's do this. I said, this is some bullshit because these motherfuckers is talking about they so damn smart and they put rocket scientists out, but yet they losing the school. That shit pissed me off. Excuse my language, family. It pissed me off because when they lose it, you got a lot of people who paid a lot of money and they still gonna owe that money for the degrees. There was a school that got shut down recently. Maybe not recently, maybe in the last couple of years. What was that online school? Maybe it wasn't online, but it was a school. And it was not an HBCU, but it was a regular school. And it recently, maybe in the last couple of years, got shut down. And you had all of those students who paid all that money. I think it was like a electronic school or something like that. Y'all know University of Phoenix or something like that. Was it University of Phoenix, family? And all of a sudden, it just up and closed down. Boom! It was a wrap. Nobody's seen it coming, so they say. All these students who were there, who spent all this money on these student loans so that they can attend that school, they lost big, family. So I am speaking on this because I don't want to see our Black people going through that same thing, because trust me, it's going to happen. It's going to happen, and they know it's going to happen fast. And that's why they have so many problems, and they're trying to keep it under the table, so we're not talking about it. They don't want to talk about it because they know as soon as we start talking about it, all of a sudden you're going to have students unrolling and transferring instantly. They're not going to enroll to this school because they know y'all going through gentrification. Now, when it hits that it's a national problem, all these Black colleges are not going to be going there. All these young people are going to stop going to these Black HBCUs. And I'm not saying that because I don't like schools or anything like that, because I didn't go to a school. I'm saying that because I got the eye of an investor, y'all. I think like an investor, I act like an investor, I look like an investor, and I can see like an investor, and I see that people are strategically trying to get y'all up out of there, and they're doing a very good job at it, by the way, if y'all hadn't noticed it. All these white kids at these all Black schools, they just passed a law talking about it's okay to this Black school is going to let homosexual transvestites start enrolling at this coming fall. Oh, I'll be reading all that kind of stuff, y'all. People send me that stuff every day, all day, letting me know, TJ, you are right. What do we do next? So what's going to happen, family, is boiling down to online classes, TJ's online training classes, TJ's coaching people one-on-one. That stuff is starting to take off, family. So when your children tell you, Mom, Dad, don't waste your money putting me through a university, I would like TJ to coach me and train me and things like that. Don't be surprised. Don't be mad. Just know that this is coming down the pipeline, because schools is getting ready to start shutting down like crazy, family. Put it like this. What's a good way to get rid of Black people out of a community? Remove the jobs. In Black neighborhoods that got jobs, remove those jobs and those Black people will leave. What's a good way to get Black people out of DC? Get rid of that Black HBCU. Most Black people who live in DC went to Howard. Y'all hear what I just said? Most Black people, a lot of the Black people who live in DC used to attend Howard University. Now they decided to stay in DC because this is where all their friends live, so they got jobs locally, because their school was right there and it was easy for them. So they're there. So when they make Howard move, that's really going to change the demographics of DC. They know that Howard University is the main reason why Black people go to DC, period, point blank. So they say if we can get rid of that school, we're going to be able to get rid of all these Black people up out of DC, and it will no longer be Chocolate City. It will be vanilla, period. So anyway, y'all, I have training classes. I have one-on-one coaching, consultation. I'm an advisor. I'm a mentor. Reach out to me, y'all. Let's make this happen. Let's fix this problem, because I know what's going on and I can help y'all to fix these problems. Y'all just got to be open for the solutions, y'all. Y'all got to be open. That I've had people tell me, TJ, we don't really need, we don't want to hire you to come in and help us fix it. Let me tell y'all, somebody told me, TJ, we don't want to hire you to come in and fix the problem. We want to hire within. We have other real estate agents that's on faculty or that is a part of our alumni that can come in and fix this and help us with this. Y'all hear what I just said? TJ, we don't want to hire you to come in here and help us with the problem because we like to hire within. We have other real estate agents that's a part of our alumni or faculty that's on staff that can help us. First of all, I'm not a real estate agent. I'm an investor. I'm a strategist. They're looking for the wrong people for help. They're looking to the wrong people for help. So you need to be asking yourself, are these people paid off? It's like you have a fire and it's burning down the fire. I'm sorry, it's burning down your house. And you're like, fire department, I don't need your help. I have a fire extinguisher I bought from Walmart. Y'all hear what I just said? Fire department, I don't need your help. Fire department, I don't need your help because I know it looks like my house is burning down, hypothetically speaking, not my house, but their house. But they have a fire extinguisher that they paid $15.99, and we're going to go try to put the fire out on our house. And I'm like, really? With that little bitty thing? You're going to lose the house in the next 35 minutes. That thing is going to run out of juice in the next 5 seconds. That's what's going on with these schools, these churches, not just Howard University, not just the black HBCUs. We got the churches that's going on all around the country. These churches that are getting burned down in these communities, y'all. I will guarantee you, if you talk to that pastor is going to say, oh, they've been trying to buy us out for a long time. They've been trying to buy us out for a long time, but we wasn't selling. So now all of a sudden the church got burned down. Do y'all know that the church has the power to stop a development from going up? A church can walk into City Hall and say, hey, I don't want them to build that brand new football stadium across the street from my church. That's going to keep my flock, my sheeple, you know what I'm saying, from getting to church on time and paying their tithes. And if I can't get them tithes, all hell going to break loose around this joint. So pastors can stop building permits from being passed. Y'all hear what I just said? Pastors can stop building permits from being approved. So if you burn down the pastors' churches, the pastors ain't got shit to say, ain't nothing they can do about it. They have less of a say. Y'all hear what I just said? I really just went there. I hope y'all caught what I just said. I really just went there. I hope y'all caught that. So all this shit burning down, another form of gentrification. If you go ask them pastors, Pastor, has someone been trying to buy this church from you? Have you gotten any offers? Have you disputed anybody's building permits lately, Pastor? And the pastor's going to be like, yeah, well, actually, I did. They've been trying to pressure us. Let us get their names and phone numbers, Pastor, of these people that's trying to. Well, I think it was the football stadium. We're going to leave that right there, family. We're going to take that and put that right there. So anyway, when you know what's happening, when you know how people think, and you know the strategies, you know what to do. Y'all hear what I just said? So anyway, family, go and support your good brother. Go and support your good brother and buy the book. Everybody should have this book, family. Uh-oh. My phone decided, hey, wait a minute. We got enough juice. We running out of juice, good brother. Where'd it go? Let me plug up. I just said I was gonna get off here, and I'm still on. Y'all know I talk a lot. I promise. I said I'm gonna be on here for an hour, and I'll be done. 45 minutes. I'm still on the phone. See, y'all, it's just annoying to me. Okay, you on the charger now? It's annoying to me that people are running around here pretending to be got everything figured out and they got their shit together and they the smartest people in the world and the smartest black people come from this school and the smartest people, the Lord got us and the Christian church is protected by the Lord and all of that. But yet these places are being gentrified and you know, and pastors don't want to deal with too many people. If you're not a Christian, they don't want to deal with you. If you're not a member of their church, they don't want to deal with you. If you from a rival church, when the last time you seen churches working together? Y'all hear that? Why ain't all these churches working together? Because they not, because they're all about self and they're about their own money. I hope I ain't offending y'all, but I hope I'm just here to make y'all think. So we can fix these problems. We just got to reach it. Most times, the solution is not going to be within your community. Y'all hear that? Just like when I was growing up, I grew up in a blood neighborhood, and some of the smartest people I met was not bloods. They didn't live in some of the richest people I met did not live in the blood neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? When I went to the Crip neighborhoods, and they start talking to me because they said some of the smartest cats ain't from the Crip neighborhoods. You see what I'm saying? They reached out to me in the other neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing with the church. The solutions to the problems is not going to be a member of the church that got all the solutions or the answers. The person that's going to fix this problem for these HBCUs may not be one of their alumni. Y'all hear what I just said? He may not be one of your alumni. He may be a person that never went to college. So let me break that down real quick before I get off. It will be an embarrassment to the schools if a non-college student named TJ, I ain't trying to put my name out there, it will be an embarrassment to a school, to a school if a non-college student came in and fixed the problem for the schools. It will be an embarrassment for the church if a non-Christian or a non-Muslim or a non-Moor came into the church or to their sanctuary and fixed the problem. Y'all hear what I just said? So now that pushes embarrassment. Because why? Because they said you're wrong and we're right. They said we're smarter than you and you're not. We have doctors, we have professors, we have this and that. We're smarter, so you don't have a degree. How could you possibly help us? That is the shit that's causing the ship to sink in Black America right there. That's some of the biggest divisions. So I'm going to take that right there and leave that right there for y'all so y'all can chew on that. So y'all going to lose everything because y'all don't want to be embarrassed, because you're going to realize, the whole world going to realize you was a liar, y'all not that smart, or you was a liar that your belief is not going to save y'all. But there's a solution to all of this, family, but it may not come from a likely source. There it is there, family. Buy the book, ThomasTJLofton.com, TJ's Wealth Academy. Go to it on my page. Please click like and subscribe, family, on my YouTube page. If you're on YouTube, I appreciate it if y'all click subscribe. If you're on and share the video to your page so your other friends and family members can see it. And Facebook and everybody else, I appreciate the same. If y'all can share this video, if y'all can go to my business page and click like, I would appreciate it, y'all, because someone told me before, they said, TJ, I never listened to you before because you only had 1,000 followers, man. Everybody else got 30,000, 100,000 followers, 400,000 followers. So I didn't think you was too smart. You didn't know what you was talking about. So now, here we go again. Here we go again, family. You're being programmed to follow certain people because they got certain things that people from the West have put in place for you to follow. They told you this is what success looks like. Running around acting like a damn fool with all this gold and diamonds and jewelry draped all over you and buying cars that you can't afford. That's what success looks like. Not owning a home. You don't need to have a home. All you need is a luxury car and you'll be successful. That's what they're telling our young people, y'all. They're also telling our young people that if a person doesn't have a high credit score, how could you trust them? If a person doesn't have a lot of Facebook followers, how can you trust them? If a person doesn't have a lot of Instagram followers, he must not be that smart. Y'all hear what I just said, family? So again, we're being bamboozled left and right. We're being bamboozled. If a person doesn't have the word doctor in front of their name, don't believe it. Don't listen to them because they can't help you. They're not that smart. Y'all hear what I just said? If a person does not have the word doctor in front of their name, do not listen to a word they say because they're not that smart. But when these schools start being shut down on a larger number, like right now, they say we lost 4 HBCUs because of the same exact reason, gentrification. And when all them HBCUs start shutting down, Howard is the flagship. So when Howard closes down, you're not going to hear Howard people talking no more. They're gonna say, well, no, that school closed down because that guy, he was a snake. He's going to jail. Watch, he's gonna be prosecuted. No, 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 no. Y'all don't get to say that. Y'all don't get to say that because in 2019 we was talking about these damn schools is finna be closed down, and they're going about it. It's gonna end up. It's never gonna be the white people's fault. It's always gonna be a black person who stole. It's always gonna be a black person who shot. It's always gonna be a black person who didn't fill out the proper paperwork. It's always going to be a black person who forged the document. It's never going to be white people's fault, y'all. Always remember that. At the end of the day, it's always going to be us. They're going to always fix it to where we got to blame ourselves. And that is systematic racism, family, right there, is never let them know that you're doing it. You don't want them to point the finger back at you. You want them to make it about them. So I was actually shocked when the white guy came out and said that if Howard University is not happy, they need to pack up the university and move. I was shocked that he said that and they actually put that on the news because that points the finger at them. So that lets me know they like ready for war. They tired of playing with y'all. Again, in my book, I covered DC, y'all. I was in DC, and frankly, DC, I saw some gentrification in DC that blew my mind. See, when I'm talking about my book stuff I seen in there, family, I seen gentrification in DC where they done leveled whole projects and whole black communities, you know what I'm saying, and building high-rise, they building whole downtown LA's brand new because of whole areas they didn't level the black communities. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a black neighborhood and I walk across the street where people just got shot at last week, and I'm over there. I walk across the street to Louis Vuitton and Burberry, family. So I've seen some gentrification in DC. I've seen some gentrification in Atlanta, and most importantly, Philadelphia, that blew my mind, family. That blew my mind. So y'all got to understand, this ain't gonna stop. This is just now getting started. No, I'm sorry, gentrification been going on for over a decade. Because when I went to DC, I seen them leveled all those buildings. Mr. Emery, how you doing? Mr. Collins, how you doing? I seen them level all them houses, family, and put up high-rise buildings. And I asked, how did they do that? They was like, man, these crooked politicians, and we voted this lady in, and she said she was gonna help us, and she turned around and she opened the door for them and let them come in and take even more, and blah blah blah. The politicians ain't helping us, and blah 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 blah. I said, man, this is really about to get started. They didn't save LA for last. Now that's why they out here. All that stuff they going through on the East Coast, they saved it for last in LA, and now LA is really starting to ramp up, y'all. So this right here, gentrification, y'all gonna keep hearing about this a lot. Y'all gonna hear about this a lot in major ways, family. So it's not just about Howard, it's about all those universities around the country, y'all. Y'all better turn around and learn your real estate game. And it ain't got nothing to do with you having your real estate license, because having a real estate license is like saying I got a fire extinguisher during the amount of raging fire, forest fire. It ain't enough, family. You need to know strategics. You need to know how to strategize and create. You need to know what I know. That's why I teach these classes, family. That's why I wrote this book. Anyway, family, I'm about to get out of here. If y'all want to book me for speaking engagements, if y'all want me to come out and fix the problem, or show y'all how to fix the problem, or show you how to prevent these things from happening by showing you how these things happen in advance, how to recognize it, how to have the eye of the investor, reach out to me, family, because these things ain't going nowhere. So you got people who sitting back home comfortable, like this ain't affecting me. Oh, it's coming your way very soon. Trust me. If it's a black community, it's coming your way. Trust me. If you living in a white community and you the only black person in that community, and they start pushing most black people into homelessness, you best believe they're gonna be looking at you like, how you in a house? How can you afford a house when 70% of your people is homeless? What are you doing illegal? Matter of fact, where exactly do you work at? We gonna call over to your job and talk to your boss and have him fire you, because we don't know how you get a job. We don't like you living over here with us. Your people was all homeless and stealing stuff and breaking into things. Y'all hear what I just said? So now it's not common. Y'all forget that we not too long ago came out of slavery and all this racism. In the 60s and the 70s, it wasn't common for a black man to be riding around in a Bentley. It wasn't common for a black person to be riding around in a luxury car. Y'all hear what I just said? So they trying to take us back to that, family. I've been one of them cats that I had cars and they was trying to figure out if they would pull me over because they want to know how could you afford that? How could you afford to live in this neighborhood, family? They looking at me crazy because they looking at when I moved to Palmdale, California, I was one of the biggest black guys out there, and they wanted to know how could a black man accomplish so much. I said, y'all ain't been down to LA? It's a lot of black, wealthy, successful brothers down there. Well, that ain't we ain't in LA, we in Palmdale, and black folks out here got jobs. They ain't owning nothing. So what are you doing? You must be a drug dealer. Oh, well, you got a car shop. You building cars. Oh, you must be a chop shop. You must be stealing cars and chopping them up or something because you shouldn't be able to afford to live in these neighborhoods out here. So that's why we all in this together, family. We got to come together. So again, pick up a copy of that book, Monetizing Gentrification, at the website thomastjlofton.com. It's in 12 bookstores around the country, family. Soon to be, of course, I'm working on more. Let me read some of these questions. Y'all got to excuse me. Y'all know I'll be talking a lot. That's exactly what they do. Okay. They always want to know where you work and what you do. None of your business. Be careful what you tell people. Exactly. I'm in Highland Park, Michigan, and we were at the city council meeting. A hell of a place to be. Everybody needs to go to them city council meetings, y'all. And we were talking about serious issues that the city has. And a white guy got up and started talking about removing 3 traffic lights and removing traffic lanes on the main street because they want a bike lane. And then tried to leave and wasn't concerned with anything else. See, first of all, we don't need no bike lanes. We don't need no dog parks. We don't need no dog nothing. Y'all hear what I just said? We don't even want scooters out here. Y'all hear that? You get rid of all of that stuff, you're going to get rid of white folks. Y'all hear that? Anytime someone wants a bike lane, shoot it down. Shoot it down. You don't want no bike lanes out here. You don't want no dog parks. In fact, you want to put fines and penalties for people who let their dog poop on other people's property. I don't want no dog pooping on my grass. I pay a lot of money to maintain my property, and you think it's okay that your dog gonna come poop on my grass and you pick it up and it's okay? That's like, what if a homeless person came out and took a dump in front of your house and then he picked it up and put it in the bag? Would that be okay? That is the same thing to me. So why is it okay for your dog to do it? Let your dog poop in your own property, in your yard. Video pausing. I'm about to get on off of here, family. I apologize for that. You know how this technology is. But yeah, family, there's a lot going on. So anyway, that's why I wrote this book, because I want us to be educated and know what's going on. I want us to know how these people think. So I also want if y'all need me to come out and speak and talk about something about what I just talked about, or really go in deeper, please book me, family, because this ain't going nowhere no time soon, family. It's going to get worse, and I'm not trying to talk it into existence. I'm trying to tell y'all the facts. They are setting this place up for removing home ownership. In fact, I'll be speaking in Corona, California this Saturday. I'll be in Corona at the IE Shades of Africa. Y'all know I didn't let the paper move somewhere else. I'll be at the IE Shades of Africa this coming Saturday, April 27th, 2 to 5 p.m. I'm going to be giving a presentation where I'm going to walk you through gentrification on a national level and tell you what's going on in California so that y'all can know and better have solutions to it, because we got young people that can't afford houses. We got adults that can't afford houses because they're being miseducated. But I'm going to walk you through it and tell y'all there's solutions to all of this. And if you want training, reach out to me, family, because I can train you in this game to where you'll understand this and you'll be able to save your community. If you don't think I know what I'm talking about, all you got to do is go back down my Facebook page in 2013, and you'll see TJ and Dr. Savy. I was sitting in Lamar Park. I was the one who held them down and called out gentrification long before it happened. And that's how I ended up becoming a public speaker and traveling around the country talking, because I stopped some stuff from happening that they was trying to do. And they ended up making me the president of the Lamar Park vendors in 2013 to 14. And you'll see that's when me and Dr. Savy became good friends, and I started coaching him. So I'm very well versed in gentrification and everything that go with it. You need only research my name, family. That's all you got to do. And like I said, Call me out. Why? That's probably why my Facebook friends. That's why I ain't got no whole lot of people on Instagram. You know, reach out to me, family. Bring me out and have me come speak, and let's talk some business. I can help y'all out with these things. I do training classes. You know what I'm saying? I will teach you how to become successful business owners. I will teach you how to do things that you never thought was even possible for Black people. Like I said, all you need to do is research my name, look behind. Don't worry about how many Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn followers I got, because it ain't even that serious. And all you got to do is look and see who I surround myself with, and look and see where you see me speaking at. And like I said, I can coach you and teach you some things and take it to the next level. So I'll be on the East Coast coming up, and I'll be in Atlanta, Georgia on June 3rd throughout the rest of the month. So if y'all like me to, I'll be up and down the East Coast. So if y'all want me to come and do speaking while I'm out there, reach out to me. Let's see what we can work out. It don't matter if you're in Philly, DC, New York. I'll be on the East Coast, so it'll be a little bit cheaper. I'll be in Louisiana, May 25th, speaking. I believe I'll be out there from May 22nd through June 3rd. I'll be out there. I'll be speaking at the Community Book Center coming up in May 25th. Community Book Center in New Orleans, Louisiana. Come on out and support, family. I'll be having to meet the author and a presentation and a Q&A so that people can tell me what's going on in their area and what can we do to fix the problem. It's not about the problems all the time. It's about what can we do to fix the problems. So I am very solution oriented. Y'all hear what I just said? They call me the solutionist because I got solutions, family. I'm a strategist. I know how to fix stuff. So anyway, I'm about to get on up out of here. I appreciate y'all for taking the time out to listening to me speak on this topic of what's going on at Howard University and how we can fix the problem and make some changes. And y'all want to bring me out to speak, please do. I appreciate y'all, family. I'm out. ThomasTJLofton.com, LOFTIN, ThomasTJLofton.com.